There is a separation between the thoughts and emotions moving through me and my awareness that is starting to notice them. For a long time, I completely identified with my mental and emotional programming. The constant stream of worries, self-judgments, old fears, and reactive habits felt like the core of who I was. Even while exploring spiritual ideas and consciousness, I still treated every anxious thought as me, every doubt as truth, and every conditioned pattern as my fixed identity. If the mind said I wasn't enough, I lived as if it were reality. Then something practical shifted. I started observing my own mind in action. An anxious thought would appear, and my body would tense. A familiar story of lack or fear would start running, and instead of automatically becoming it, I paused and watched it happen. That pause created the key question: is this actually me, or is this just code operating inside my awareness? The answer is straightforward and changes everything. You are not the code. These thoughts, emotional reactions, and automatic behaviors are learned programs, built from past experiences, upbringing, culture, trauma responses, and survival mechanisms. They run automatically, often without your conscious choice, but they are not your fundamental self. What you are is the conscious awareness that can notice the code running. This is not a theory. It is something you can verify in real time. When irritation rises during a conversation, you can see it as a temporary pattern passing through, not as who I am. When self-doubt kicks in, you can recognize it as old software instead of truth. Even spiritual concepts and seeking can become another layer of code if you attach your identity to them in the wrong way. Wartamindi son, you are not the racing thoughts that interrupt your focus. You are not the emotional waves of anxiety or anger. You are not the old stories of unworthiness or failure. You are not the spiritual ego that judges your progress. You are the awareness in which all these things appear and disappear. This recognition is at the core of spiritual and consciousness awareness. It is not about destroying the mind or fighting your conditioning. It is about stopping the automatic identification with it. The patterns may still show up, habits are stubborn, but they lose their power to define you. You gain the ability to respond consciously instead of reacting automatically. I start living from a calmer, clearer space that was always there underneath the noise. I am not the code. I am the conscious awareness that holds it. When this becomes your lived experience, spiritual awakening is no longer a future destination. It is the simple, ongoing fact of being aware in each moment. The path becomes less about fixing yourself and more about remembering what you already are. I am not the code. Now come back to the awareness that has always been here.